Testing, testing, testing. Why is this muffled? Test, test, test. Alright, that sounds better.
I cut off his tongue. He rises against me. I cut off his head, stick it on a pike, raise it high up so all in the streets can see. That's what preserves the order of things. Spectacle of fearsome acts. Spectacle of fearsome acts. Somebody steals from me. I cut off his hands. He offends me. I cut off his tongue. He rises against me. I cut off his head, stick it on a pike, raise it high up so all in the streets can see. That's what preserves the order of things. Fear.
The following program is a presentation of the Mat Wrestling Network. Viewer discretion is advised. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, all you deviants, delinquents, and miscreants, here to MWA Mat Wars. I am your host, Matt Young, here with another episode as we head down the road to MWA International Incident in Tokyo, Japan, a show that was originally announced for February 7th, Sunday night. But that was before I remembered that's the Super Bowl. So we're going to have to reschedule that one. We're going to have a finalized date for you coming up 1 week from tonight on our next edition of MWA Mat Wars. But tonight, we have two quarterfinal matchups in the International Championship Tournament and so much more for you here live from Virginia Beach, Virginia, apparently, because that's what the game chose. We're going to have the semifinals all set for you for the International Championship Tournament heading in to next week. Opening pyro and ballyhoo. Oh, don't you do this shit to me. Seeing a few frames dropped, a very small number, but don't want to have to deal with that headache again after what happened last week. Alright, we're going to get things kicked off tonight with a matchup featuring two members of tag teams. One half the tag team champions, Chuck Norris, taking on Wolverine from the team of Weapon X, Wolverine and Deadpool. A little later on tonight, we're going to see Captain Marvel taking on Rihanna. We got Thor and Loki against Chewbacca and C-3PO. The International Championship Tournament qualifier, MAGAzord versus Red Ranger. Captain America and Spider-Man taking on the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger. And the International Championship Tournament quarterfinal main event of the night, Goku versus Superhuman. Goku has lost 3 times to Superhuman, never beaten him. Gonna see if you can break that curse tonight. Gonna do a quick sound check. Alright, just want to make sure the music volume wasn't too loud. And here we go. The winners of tonight's quarterfinal matchups will face each other in the semis next week. The other semifinal matchup pits Skeletor, the former world champion, against Chewbacca. Been a while since we've seen Wolverine here on Mat Wars. He's competed in a few singles matches as well as in the tag team division alongside Deadpool. Seen Wolverine earn a couple of singles victories in his career. Seeing as he and Deadpool haven't had much luck in the tag team division. Oh, as Wolverine slides halfway through the ring. Getting his kitty pride on there. A victory over one half of the tag team champions here tonight could do a lot to potentially earn Wolverine and Deadpool a future tag title shot. Of course, as I mentioned a moment ago, Chuck Norris' tag team championship partner Goku going to be in our main event tonight. A rematch of a past world championship contest, actually. As a result, Goku not out here to accompany Chuck Norris to the ring. So Chuck's going to have to go at it alone, as is Goku later on, presumably. Chuck Norris coming out to that Walker Texas Ranger type theme. He's probably really pissed off about the reboot. By God, look at that ass in those jeans. As Wolverine paces around outside, Chuck Norris flexing for the crowd, all 170 pounds of him. When asked to list his pet peeves, Chuck Norris said sleep queefers. Sleep queefers are the thing that he dislikes the most. Something he has in common with Chris Coron. By God, right out the gate, belly to belly from Wolverine, starting this night off strong. Rear waistlock, some chain wrestling from Logan. Wolverine not able to utilize the claws here, risking disqualification if he does so, but still with the tremendous strength advantage over most competitors. Chuck Norris, though, a lifetime of martial arts training and a ton of memes. It'll be interesting to see where this match goes. And of course it goes to the outside, because that's what we do here. We have no countouts in the Mat Wrestling Association, no countouts on the Mat Wrestling Network altogether on either of our shows. If I leave them on, we end up with shitty finishes. If I turn them off, we have everybody fighting on the outside for every single match. I'd rather at least see a pinfall or submission finish than get a count out, regardless of how long it takes, but that's just me. Let me know your thoughts if you disagree. Oh! Looks like Wolverine hit a donkey punch, but Norris clutching his back. I almost said chucking. He chucks all the time. Big Chuck Daddy. Catching the shot from Wolverine there, hitting him in the gut. Oh! Not sure why the majority of the fans in the aisle are still staring toward the ring when these guys are 10 feet away from them. Oh, only our first match and already these guys are going to war here on the floor. And another belly to belly, that time on the steel rampway, not even the part covered with carpet, just some pure metal right there. Adamantium, perhaps? Probably not. Wolverine now with the advantage on Norris, wrenching at that neck. Oh, got a neck cramp right now, and that looks incredibly painful. Norris chucking Wolverine back into the ring, and that time I meant it. Oh my God, the back elbow. If this was a... Oh! Nice series of strikes there, catching Wolverine with a knee, but Wolverine with the headbutt, now that adamantium-covered skull of his. Looking for... Oh, body slam right there. I thought maybe he was going for an exploder. By God, it's Paul. East X Twizzitch. How you doing tonight, Paul? Chuck Norris wrenching at the arm of Wolverine as referee Stank McKenzie looks on. I think that might be the longest I've gone into a show without mentioning Stank McKenzie's name. Finally, Wolverine fighting back to his feet. Somebody in the crowd with a sign that says WWE Rocks. I'm not sure how that's relevant to this totally not WWE show. Wolverine, oh, he hit that spine buster. He's used that to win matches in the past, going for the cover, but I thought he's under the ropes. Stank McKenzie says otherwise. Only two there. Looks like Wolverine had his feet, or his right foot underneath the ropes. Setting up maybe for a screwdriver, but Norris saw it coming and blocked it. Wolverine looks sad and gets hit with a spinning back fist. Oh. Oh, when's the last time you watched Iron Man 2? Norris with a cover and only two. Yeah, I don't think any of the MCU movies are bad. There's just some that are better than others. Iron Man 2 is probably near the lower end, though, for me. Looking for that roundhouse. Oh, and it catches Wolverine right on the jaw. Quickly into the cover. Stank McKenzie in position. That's got to do it. Barely even a 2 count. Wow. Yeah, those two and Hulk. I think it's probably I don't know. I don't know which one would be the worst out of those three. I've seen them all numerous times. Yeah, well, Incredible Hulk is good. All of them are good. Iron Man 2 is good. Thor: The Dark World is good. But in comparison to the rest of the MCU, they're way, way down at the bottom of the rankings. That was an awkward attempt at a pin count there. But only one. Eh. No, I mean, I don't think it's lacking anything necessarily either in that respect, but again, it's just in comparison to the rest of the MCU, I think that almost everything else in the MCU is better. Still better than most movies in general. Final boss fight, yeah. That is true. And back to the outside. I thought we were about to finish this match. He admits it all the time. It's basically like his entire existence. He feels the same way about Hulk as I do about Texas. Well, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't hate the Hulk that much. You can call me Thunderbolt. They really need to make a Thunderbolts movie now that they've brought back General Ross. I know you're familiar with the Thunderbolts comics. Most people probably aren't, but I can count on you. I was a big fan of their most recent incarnation. Oh. Yeah, he's Abomination's supposed to be in the She-Hulk show. She-Hulk's gonna be wrestling Oprah Winfrey later on tonight, by the way. Norris knocked Wolverine out of the crowd, just declining to follow him out there. Yeah, I love how they're either incorporating characters from the movies into the shows or introducing them into shows before bringing them into movies. Got Monica Rambeau in WandaVision now, and she's going to be in Captain Marvel 2. Ms. Marvel going to have her own show and be in Captain Marvel 2. Yeah. That one would be a little bit trickier. But I don't know, it could work if they wanted to do it. I don't know how heavily they might focus on Hulk from here on out. Like, he's going to appear in She-Hulk. Kind of has to if they stick with anything resembling her comic book origin story. But I doubt he's going to have any sort of, like, recurring major role. Spear by Wolverine. Again, not in the ropes. Zach McKenzie being really lenient with the rope breaks here. Yeah, it'll probably... Like I said, I don't expect him to be a recurring character, or like a regular character, but maybe a couple of guest appearances. That would make sense. Wolverine once again looking to end it as Norris staggers his way to his feet, hooking him up for that screwdriver. And he hits it right in the middle of the ring. That has got to do it. 2 and... What? He just dropped Chuck Norris right on the top of his head. Norris still managed to kick out at 2.5. What the hell is it going to take to put away one half of the tag team champions, Chuck Norris? Well, we might not find out the answer to that question because he's looking for that roundhouse again, and Wolverine saw it coming. Nice leg sweep there, taking Norris down to the mat. And another. He went for the spear, but Norris countered, I guess, into a DDT. Very unique exchange there. Looking for a pump kick, and Wolverine catches that as well. Wolverine looks to have Chuck Norris's kick scouted. Nice roll through there, though. Norris really wants to set the tone by picking up a victory here, as his tag team championship partner Goku participating in the International Championship Tournament quarterfinals later on tonight in our main event. Wolverine, top rope elbow. Stank McKenzie slow to make the count, and only 2 again. Wolverine giving Chuck Norris all he can handle, but it's still not enough to put him away. Oh, just stomping away at that right shoulder. Wolverine now looking to just wear down Norris a little bit. Maybe head back up top, go for that elbow drop again. But Norris refuses to stay down. European uppercut, goes for the kick, but Wolverine ducks it, whips him into the corner, and hits a nasty clothesline. Not sure why Wolverine's wasting time, though. He needs to follow up on this. Looking once again for that screwdriver, and damn, every single time these guys go for the kill shot, the other sees it coming. Oh, Norris caught the apron on the way out of the ring there. Wow. This is just the opening match. There are at least 3 different occasions where I thought this match was for sure going to be over. Now them fighting on the outside, who knows? As I use this opportunity to try to get myself and my chair centered in the frame. Get a nice view of all these chairs with the Mat Wrestling Network logo on them that I'm pointing to with my mouse cursor that nobody can see. Make sure you check out... Oh, wait! Norris with the roundhouse out of nowhere. And again, only 2. Man. Anyway, what I was about to say is make sure to check out Saturday Game School every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/EastXTwitch. That got a response from Paul. And there's the link with the incredibly accurate description of the show content. What's Norris? Oh my god, a moonsault right into the knees of Wolverine. Wolverine's got Norris right where he wants him. At least I thought so. Well, again, I gave you the opportunity to write a description, but you still have not done that months after the fact. So whenever you do that, I'll change it. Until then, I gave you the best I got. I was always willing to change it. I said if you write a description, I'll put it in there. Otherwise, I'm just going to make one up. Spinebuster. But Wolverine finally put Chuck Norris away, and it's over. I did? I don't remember saying that. I don't know. That doesn't sound like something I'd say. Changing rainbows. I don't even know what that means. Oh, well that explains why I don't know what it means. I thought it was chasing rainbows. Oh well. Wolverine victorious over one half of the tag team champions in our opening match. I'll have to take your word for it then, because I've never heard that expression before. Alright, coming up next, our first women's match of the night, we've got Rihanna taking on Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel earned a victory over former women's champion Oprah Winfrey last week in a tag team matchup, pitting Oprah Winfrey and She-Hulk against Captain Marvel and the women's champion Wonder Woman. Captain Marvel looking to continue her winning ways tonight against Rihanna. And we have She-Hulk and Oprah battling it out later on tonight, tag team partners last week. Rivals tonight, as Oprah feels like She-Hulk could have broken up the pinfall that gave Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman the victory at the end of the match, but She-Hulk kind of stopped in her tracks and let it happen. So Oprah looking to get some revenge later on tonight. Captain Marvel seems more concerned on refocusing her efforts on becoming women's champion, which I think is probably a smart move. Head back to ringside now. I should read more Peanuts. I don't get newspapers anymore, so yeah. I used to read Peanuts in the newspaper comics. Wasn't necessarily my favorite, but yeah. Oh. Oh no, that's not something I would pay money for. I'd rather spend, if I'm gonna buy a book, I'd rather buy something that would be entertaining and well written. Now you give me a flip book of Ziggy, now we're talking. We didn't even have Marmaduke in our newspaper. I was only familiar with it from seeing other towns' newspapers. So I don't really know anything about it, other than it has a large dog. I think Ziggy was probably my favorite. I liked High and Lois, Blondie, Garfield is okay. Yeah. I don't think you can adjust the actual size of the head. Like, parts of the face you can, but I don't know. I didn't make these wrestlers. Some of them I edited the appearance of, and most of them I edited the moveset and the entrances and taunts, but not the bodies. Oops. Referee Stank McKenzie getting right in between them. That's the most action he's gotten in months. Speaking of action, Paul, how is the construction going on your new sex dungeon? How dare you? Ziggy is not a coward. I don't know. Maybe they changed up Ziggy. It's been 20 years probably since I've read newspaper comics. Close to it anyway. Where you have sex, the sex dungeon. You're always playing on ultra hard difficulty. Every time you're really getting into it, it's like, emergency! Code blue balls. Remember when Phantasy Star Online 2 was a thing? That game was fun while it lasted. What the hell? I had the chat going on my phone and all of a sudden it just shut down out of nowhere. Oh, you're playing it right now? Why? I ran out of stuff to do after like 60 hours, 65 hours. After that, it just became so repetitive that it was not boring, but more like painful to play. The only stuff I've seen that they've added other than like fashion items is chapters of the story, and we played 65 hours and went through like tons of levels and didn't even go through the entire first chapter of the story, so I don't even know how you continue the story. Like, I beat every single level in the game available and didn't even get through all of chapter 1. So how the hell does that work? You just beat a level and then watch 2 hours of cutscenes that are completely out of context. And then, I like the story parts, but it's just completely out of context and not at all coherent. Oh. Well, it's not that the cutscenes themselves were bad, it's just that none of them were in any sort of order. It was just all lumped together after you complete a mission. You just have to manually go through each one of them with no context to what you just played. It's just something that requires a massive time investment for very little return. Like, Destiny has much less of a story, but feels so much more rewarding to play on a regular basis than Phantasy Star Online 2. I do not remember the names of a lot of the characters. So I'm not quite sure who that one is. She's a lady who talks nonsense. Well, that narrows it down to basically all the female characters in the entire game. Pretty much all the characters talk nonsense. Oh, Captain Marvel went for the Superman punch and Rihanna blocked it. Rihanna goes for a suplex and Captain Marvel blocks that, looking to go up top. No. Thought she was going to use that same splash that she used to beat Oprah. Superman punch. Cover. Is Rihanna done already? Barely kicking out of that. Captain Marvel's letting referee Zach McKenzie giving it in the business, so to speak. Blair struck, followed by a couple clotheslines. Captain Marvel ducks that in. Diving shot there. Rihanna just can't seem to get out of the blocks. Well, as soon as I say that, she reverses. Nice drop kick. Setting up for something here. Went for a big super kick, but Captain Marvel ducked it. Getting her up for that white noise. Come on, Captain Marvel. Want to see her fly off the top rope, and I just hit the microphone. Oh no. Face planted into the mat, courtesy of Rihanna. Captain Marvel looks to be a little bit choked up. Unique submission hold, wrenching away at the arm with a half body scissors locked in at the same time. That's not going to be enough to get Captain Marvel to tap out. No way. Captain Marvel refusing to surrender, and Rihanna finally relents. Let's go with the hold. Gouging at the eyes. The referee's right there and does nothing about it. Fans are going crazy for Captain Marvel as she fights back, pounding Rihanna in the corner. Captain Marvel, shades of Chris Brown now. Looking for that drive-by drop kick there. Is she going to go for the cover, or is she going to head up to the top turnbuckle it? Cover it is. And only two once again. Looked like my background kind of flashed. That was weird. Oh man, hard to get comfortable here with all this back pain. A very unique face buster from Rihanna. I don't know if I've ever seen her use that. Is there a new finisher, maybe? Oh, almost put away Captain Marvel. Looked like Rihanna was in way over her head a little bit ago. Now fighting back and putting up a decent showing. No. What? Looks like Rihanna was going for a package pile driver, but Captain Marvel able to counter that with a Hurricane Rana, taking Rihanna down to the mat. Going for white noise again as she's setting her up for that dive off the top. Nah, not yet. Or maybe? I think she might have wasted a little too much time being indecisive there. Now climbing very slowly to the top. This could prove to be a mistake. Only went for an elbow drop that time, but completely whiffed. Oh, of course, they got to go to the outside, right? Rihanna with the giant swing. Captain Marvel flailing about. Just Rihanna is gained control of this matchup here on Mat Wars. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. Rihanna going for the cover, and that's it. After the giant swing, Rihanna able to pull off the massive upset over Captain Marvel. Last week we saw Demi Lovato take down Kim Kardashian, and now Rihanna is beating Captain Marvel. What's going on here? This women's division incredibly competitive in the MWA. Like anybody can beat anyone else on any given night. Oh, man. Gonna see if Captain Marvel's good friend She-Hulk can pick up a victory herself later tonight against Oprah Winfrey. Holy shit. Hard to believe we're like 35 minutes into the show and that was only the second match. Tag team action up next. Last week, we saw Chewbacca defeat Thor one-on-one in an International Championship Tournament quarterfinal matchup. As a result, Thor challenged Chewbacca to a tag team match. Chewie, along with his tag team partner C-3PO, against Thor and Loki, the former World Tag Team Champions. They lost their titles at our last pay-per-view event, Showdown at Snake Mountain. This is actually going to be their first tag team match since losing the titles to Goku and Chuck Norris. So it'll be interesting to see how they perform here. We saw Chewie and C-3PO have both been pretty successful in singles competition lately. These two have faced off in tag team competition before, months and months ago. It's been quite a while since we've seen Chewbacca and 3PO as a team. Chewie's been pursuing the singles career of his. He's gotten a shot at the World Championship, now going after the International Championship, like I mentioned a moment ago. And it's taking a while to load, so I'm going to check my camera out again. Because seemingly every time I do a stream, it changes. Alright, there we go. Well, that was weird. But here we go. They're just giving me a black screen for no apparent reason. I don't know what happened there. For whatever reason, the game wasn't showing up on the scene. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Three PO's fired up. Doesn't get to see a whole lot of action these days. And here come the Odin sons, Thor and Loki, former World Tag Team Champions. Thor's jaw still got to be aching from that knockout punch from Chewbacca last week. Thor looks ready to go. I think Loki might be starting this match off. Looks like 3PO and Loki. Getting starting things off slowly here, feeling each other out. These two have faced off in singles action and in tag team action on multiple occasions. Feuded over the tag team titles months and months ago. Nice power slam by Loki. Not sure why these people are holding up signs that say USA. Not a single person in this match, except for the referee, maybe, is from America. They've been giving wrestling fans too much credit. Loki now making the tag into Thor. Thor and C-3PO seems like a huge mismatch on paper. Let's see how it plays out. Thor grabbing 3PO by the throat. Not even sure if that has any effect on him, considering the fact that he doesn't breathe. God, clutching him right by the face. Choke slamming him back down. 3PO's had limbs ripped off before. He doesn't mind. Going for that double sledge, 3PO ducking, trying to use the quickness advantage. Whipping Thor into the corners. Thought 3PO might be tagging out to Chewbacca, but Thor quick to reverse that. Now Loki tagged back in, and Thor, oh my god, get help! Loki hates get help, but they do it anyway. Oh no. Loki taking too long to recover from that toss, though, and allowing 3PO the opportunity to tag in the big powerhouse Wookiee Chewbacca. Chewbacca with the number of huge singles and tag team victories to his credit. Steve McKenzie, the referee, knocked down as Loki's whipped into the corner. But to his credit, getting right back up. Ooh. Chewbacca can literally rip your arms and legs off. Oh, and a big spear from Chewbacca. Cover now. Actually, a rope break that time. Steve McKenzie, I didn't think was enforcing rope breaks anymore. What the hell is Loki trying to do here? That's not gonna work. Not against Chewbacca. Oh, wow. Maybe I spoke too soon. Nice backbreaker there, not tagging in Thor. Frequent tags from Thor and Loki. Ooh. We're running right into the big boot there. Chewbacca looking for the knockout shot. Thor ducked it this time. He learned his lesson last Tuesday night. Loki trying to distract the referee as Thor goes for the burning hammer. Looks like the distraction paid off. Chewbacca dropped right on the top of his head. 3PO not bothering to get in there to break it up. Only a 2 count. This had happened a little later on in the match. I might have done it, but Chewbacca's still fairly fresh. Both these competitors extraordinarily powerful, capable of consuming large amounts of liquor. Thor just punching the mat. And now punching the tenderizing the face of Chewbacca. Thor just continues to hammer away at the skull of the Wookiee. Oh, Chewbacca's had enough. Chop to the chest. Sidewalk slam in the center of the ring. Chewbacca's through playing around. Roaring to the crowd as Thor makes his way to his feet. They're slugging it out. Chewbacca's dazed and falls face first to the mat. But catches Thor there, only to get taken down. Now Thor is fired up. He's gonna go for that burning hammer again. He's gotta get Chewbacca to his feet. Instead, going the wheelbarrow into the facebuster. And the stutter step into the sledge. Continuing to just beat the shit out of Chewbacca's face. Chewie now bleeding. Thor lifting Chewbacca to his feet. More shots. I think Chewbacca probably needs to make a tag. He's got too much pride. He's trying to fight. Thor laying into him some more. Chewie's already bleeding. Thor might have him here. You might have to. Oh. He went for a cover. He could have gotten him. I think Thor might just be showing off for the crowd. Or maybe he just wants to inflict some punishment on Chewbacca to get revenge for being eliminated from the International Championship tournament last week. Spinning back fist. Another wheelbarrow facebuster coming up, and boom. What the hell is he doing here? Very, very unique submission. Well, I did not think Chewbacca could bend like that. Is Chewie tap? No, I thought he might be tapping out, but he's trying to swing that elbow back and break the hold. Oh. Now Thor with the Thez press, hammering down the right hands on the face of Chewbacca again. 3PO begging for the tag, and Chewie makes it. This may change things up. C-3PO's been out on that apron recovering. He's fresh. Nice high knee. Now 3PO, is he looking for his DDT? And he drops Thor right on the top of his head. Loki needs to get in there. Only 2. Maybe he doesn't. So far, we've seen Thor and 3PO hit their finishers. That's a really disturbing visual. I've never seen C-3PO shake his ass like that. Thor needs to get over to Loki and make a tag as quickly as possible. Even though he has a strong power advantage over 3PO, Thor's been in the ring too long. He and Loki were making frequent tags early on in the match. That strategy paid off for them. The longer he stays in this ring, the more of a liability he becomes to his team. Oh, catching 3PO with a rock bottom there. Planting him down in the center of the ring, but not going for the cover. Trying to lift him back up, trying to do further damage. It just ends up getting caught. Went for the double sledge again. C-3PO was able to avoid it. Smashing the head into the turnbuckle as Chewbacca looks on in approval. See if Loki can regain the advantage now. Thor's finally tagged him in. Loki looking, I thought maybe for the Loki DT, but going for a suplex instead. 3PO reverses. Turning him around, whips him into the corner. Now Chewbacca tagged back in, and what the hell? No, this is supposed to go the other way around. How the hell is 3PO supporting Chewbacca's weight on his shoulders? Nails the senton. Cover. Is Thor going to be able to make it in time? Oh, he doesn't, but Loki kicks out at 2.9. So Chewbacca decides to look for a submission instead, just ripping the head. He might tear the head right off the shoulders of Loki. But Loki manages to fight out. Chewbacca out to the apron. Here we go. Finally, they're fighting out on the floor. We knew it had to happen eventually. Chewbacca's tangled up in the ropes there for a moment. Loki up top. Oh. Maybe a knee drop. I'm not quite sure what he was going for, but whatever it was, did not work out at all. Allowed Chewbacca to make the tag out of 3PO, but Loki with the spear. That's normally Chewbacca's move. Fast, frenetic action here on Mat Wars. We're nearly 50 minutes into this show. Backstabber. Chewbacca, that looks like he's ready to keel over on the apron. Oh no, oh no. It's the unicorn stomp. Thor and Loki taking that advice to make frequent tags to heart here. Laying in the stomps now, going for that double team, the Irish whip and drop kick right to the chest. 3PO taking a beating. Thor and Loki are feeling it. Loki needs to stop Chewbacca from breaking this up. Whipping him outside. This is a perfect opportunity for Thor to go for another cover, but instead taking time to pose on the apron. Too much pride. Cover him. Go for that burning hammer. One or the others. You got him. You got him right where you want him. Instead, maybe a slingshot to the outside? No, a giant swing. This is actually a submission hold in Fire Pro, but not in 2K. Crowd loving it. Chanting, "This is awesome" again. Fans here appreciate both these teams, but it seems like they're slightly more behind the team of Thor and Loki to form a two-time World Tag Team Champions. You gotta wonder about Chewbacca. He was cut open earlier on in the match, and he's got that International Championship Tournament semifinal match coming up next week, 7 nights away. Thor with a burning hammer once again, but just collapses after the fact. Too tired to make the cover. And now into it. Chewie still on the apron. And they did it. I thought maybe the delay in between hitting the move and making the cover might allow C-3PO to kick out, but no. too much damage done, and Thor and Loki, the former tag team champions, pick up the victory. And by virtue of that win just a moment ago, I can officially announce for you right here, right now, that next week in a #1 contenders match, Thor and Loki, the former two-time champions, will take on the winner of the match coming up later tonight, the Blue and Black Power Rangers battling Captain America and Spider-Man. Whoever wins between those two teams face off against Thor and Loki next week. The winner challenges Goku and Chuck Norris at our International Incident pay-per-view. And coming up right after this, our first of 2 International Championship Tournament qualifying matchups for this evening. We had a 10-man tournament. 6 of the spots were already confirmed for the quarterfinals. 2 of these guys had to qualify. Superhuman beat Superman last week to get in to challenge Goku later on tonight. And as you can see, MAGAzord taking on the Red Ranger. MAGAzord qualifying last week, picking up a big victory. We've seen the Power Rangers and the MAGA Powers in a long and brutal feud that concluded just a couple of months ago. Now renewing hostilities with the International Championship Tournament, or the International Championship, and an opportunity to win that at stake. Got to get back to these, the MAGA Powers. They're still using Hail to the Chief as their entrance theme. I don't think they have the rights to that anymore. Yes, it's public domain, but Donald Trump, not the president. I think he needs to change his tune. Of course, the MAGAzord is Paul's favorite wrestler here in the MWA. Loves the MAGAzord. Paul is wearing that exact same t-shirt right now. Hey, you cheered him before. You're like, yay, MAGAzord. But he's the MAGAzord. Oh no, copyright infringement music. No matter how many times they change it, it always changes back. The White Ranger Joe Biden is our current MWA World Champion. Depending on how things play out tonight, the Black and Blue Power Rangers could be vying for a title opportunity next week. And if the Red Ranger is able to win here, he gets a chance next week to punch his ticket to International Incident and challenge to become the first MWA International Champion. The longer this music plays, the harder they hit me with copyright violations. There it goes. Again, for the International Championship Tournament, it has been stipulated that Each competitor must come out alone. No managers, no associates, no one that can interfere and possibly taint the integrity of the tournament. So none of the Power Rangers are otherwise occupied as it is. MAGAzord doesn't have Kanye, doesn't have Trump or Pence out here with him. But he was able to get it done all on his own last week. So he may very well do the same tonight. Crap. Last week, the MAGAzord was able to defeat Batman in the qualifying round of the tournament. Batman not having a whole lot of luck lately. Picked up one victory over the Joker after losing to him the first time around. Unsuccessful in the tag team division and getting the boot early on in this tournament. Interesting roll up there by the MAGAzord, but too close to the ropes. And the winner of this match will square off against the winner of our main event. They're going to go at it next week. Red Ranger back in control, ripping at the face of MAGAzord, dropping him down with that reverse DDT. As I try to figure out what's going on with my pants. Red Ranger working over MAGAzord in the cover, looking for that Superman punch, which several competitors have utilized tonight. And he hits it square in the jaw. Going for the cover. I don't think it's going to be enough to put him away. Not yet. And barely a 2 count. And MAGAzord is one tough competitor. He's 7 feet tall, 500 something pounds. Red Ranger looking for that spin kick off the top. And he hit it. Looked like he caught MAGAzord in the throat. This time Stag McKenzie's in position to make the count, but only 2 again. Red Ranger is flabbergasted. He's hit all his big moves. Red Ranger's been in control for most of this match, but MAGAzord just keeps kicking out. Also like to give a shout out to Tyler and Brawlin Barnes. You know they be fucking. Doing mad coitus these days. That's what they're all about. Well, yeah. She seems like a nice person. Very big heart. But we don't all love her the same way that Tyler loves her. That's a very special kind of love. There's a reason he keeps that box of Kleenex right next to his webcam. Looks like they're about to head to the outside, but MAGAzord fighting his way back in. MAGAzord tossing around. Red Ranger like a ragdoll, those chain German suplexes. Cover here. Only 2. I don't know why MAGAzord's so frustrated. He hasn't put in nearly enough offense in order to defeat a competitor like the Red Ranger, but keeps it up like that. Might be a different story soon enough. MAGAzord, methodical approach, utilizing holds to wear down the Red Ranger, interspersed with those big power maneuvers that certainly must take a lot out of the giant competitor, the MAGAzord. Red Ranger caught him again. Nice combo there. Backbreaker, neckbreaker. But again, stopping to appeal to the crowd. I question that strategy every time. When you're in this sort of position, you need to stay on your opponent, especially one as tough as this guy. Why do I keep getting lower in my chair? Red Ranger ducking out of the way, getting caught up on the ropes. Thought he was going for a springboard, but no. Jumping right into the waiting arms of the MAGAzord. Gut wrench into the suplex. Sweeps the leg. Is he looking for that Superman punch again? If he connects one more time, that may be enough to knock out the MAGAzord for 3, but got caught. MAGAzord, formerly an associate of the Power Rangers, knows their strategy, all the ins and outs of their game plan. And now he's caught him. MAGAzord with that F5. Greetings from Angel Grove. That is it. MAGAzord with another huge win. Beat Batman, beat the Red Ranger. Now MAGAzord's in the semifinals next week. MAGAzord taking on either Superhuman or Goku next Tuesday night. And then in the other semifinal, we've got Skeletor going one-on-one against Chewbacca. Looked like Red Ranger was going to put away the MAGAzord numerous times. One of them being that spin kick off the top rope. Only a 2 count though every time. The super slow-mo count. Things really started to turn around for the MAGAzord with that triple German suplex. Then finally, Red Ranger, after one last flurry of offense, got caught, got dropped with the F5. And MAGAzord has advanced. There you see the fireman's carry into the throw. That's all she wrote. The MAGAzord, one of 2 competitors in this tournament who has to win 4 matches rather than 3 in order to win the whole thing. He's halfway there. Who's going to join him, Superhuman or Goku, later on tonight in our main event? MAGAzord hoping to be the first member of the MAGA powers to bring a title into the fold. Gonna have to be 2 more competitors to do it. Crowd here in Virginia seems to like him. Who would have thought? All right. Why did I suddenly turn to Matthew McConaughey? Oprah Winfrey taking on She-Hulk in our next contest. Three matches remaining tonight. She-Hulk, the #1 contender to the Women's Championship. Oprah, a former 2-time Women's Champion herself. That loaded a lot more quickly than I expected. I'll enjoy Oprah's badass entrance theme. As She-Hulk makes her way out to the ring for this contest, I would like to inform our viewers that this upcoming match is sponsored by Paul Acevedo's Sex Lozenges. Throat hurting from sexual activity? Pop one of Paul Acevedo's Sex Lozenges. All that gooey, syrupy coating coats your throat, makes everything feel better. All Elite Wrestling Official, what's going on? How you doing tonight? You're here just in time for me to humiliate our moderator. She-Hulk right out the gate with a spine buster reminiscent of our opening match tonight. Two more matches to come after this. Going to determine who's facing Thor and Loki next week in that tag team #1 contenders match. And again, Goku versus Superhuman in the main event. Let's see if Goku can get that monkey off his back and finally get a win over Superhuman. Winner's going to advance to the semifinals of the International Championship Tournament next week. Oprah with a camel clutch wrenching away at She-Hulk, but not able to hold on to that for too long. Now She-Hulk looking to send Oprah to the outside. No, bringing her back in maybe with a DDT. Nope. Everything else I make is wrong. Brandy refuses to share the lozenges or other things. Ooh, Samoan drop on the outside. You need to tell Brandy that sharing is caring. Everything. You and your Texan vernacular. Overworking on the arm. Oh, but as my complete lack of sleep catches up to me. Donkey punch from She-Hulk. Oh, head under the skirt of Oprah. Very awkward. Sit out powerbomb. It's been competitive so far. Like I said, She-Hulk's finally become the #1 contender after working for that for several months. Oprah, former 2-time women's champion, lost the title at our pay-per-view a couple of weeks ago. Then in her last match, tag team match, lost to Captain Marvel. So Oprah needs a win here. She-Hulk has her title shot guaranteed, but a loss would certainly curtail her momentum heading into the pay-per-view. As Seg McKenzie gets a huge view, a great view of that nice upskirt shot, shall we say. Gorilla press. She-Hulk into the gut buster, dropping Oprah right across her knees. Going for the cover here, Stank McKenzie right there. Oh, impressive. Oprah powering out at 1. I have no clue why my chair keeps shrinking. I pump it up and it just slowly deflates. I've got my monitor down as far as it'll go. Uh-oh. Nick Pettigo's mom's favorite wrestler, Oprah Winfrey. What's she doing here? She's trying to suplex She-Hulk back inside? Wow. Who knew Oprah could pull that off? Nice camera angle there. And that's it? A suplex? Granted, it's from the apron into the ring, but what? Well, Oprah certainly needed a victory there, and didn't expect her to pick it up the way she did, but hell. Tonight's been full of surprises. Lots of upsets. She-Hulk just got put away by the former champ. I didn't expect that to be our shortest match of the night, which it was. And there you see the suplex that led Oprah to victory. However surprising it may have been. Oprah doing it for Nick Pettigo's mom. As soon as I mentioned her, Oprah hurried and finished things off. Oh no. Oprah's got the cash. Oprah about to shove the cash into She-Hulk's mouth, but Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, a good friend of She-Hulk, and the woman who beat Oprah last week. Captain Marvel suffered a loss earlier on tonight. But Oprah's been talking shit about Captain Marvel all week. And the Captain, Carol Danvers, out here laying a beat down on Oprah. Looking to land the knockout shot is Captain Marvel, and boom. Oprah just got her ass whooped after that match. Don't know why Captain Marvel's celebrating with that music, and that's not her entrance music. Alright, 2 more matches to go tonight. Blue and Black Power Rangers taking on Captain America and Spider-Man. The winner takes on Thor and Loki next week. Number 1 contenders match next week to determine who challenges Goku and Chuck Norris. Goku may very well have to pull double duty. Already defending the tag team titles, and if he can win tonight and next week, he's going to be challenging for that international championship as well. Just keeping an eye on the frames. For some reason it's dropped a few, but nothing significant at least. And immediately turns red after I say that. And at least it's not during a match, eh? I don't care. It doesn't matter if it drops frames when I'm on here. Speaking of matches, though, time to head back down to ringside. Our semi-main event of the evening, the Avengers teaming up. It's been a few weeks since we've seen these guys as a team. They've been right on the cusp of becoming number 1 contenders a couple of times, trying to earn a shot at those belts. They win tonight, they're 1 step closer. Look how gentlemanly they are. They're like, oh, you first. Oh, you. Ha ha ha. These 2 teams coming out to the exact same music. Last week going to be our last episode of Mat Wars before the International Incident pay-per-view. Again, that was originally scheduled for Sunday, February 7th. I set it for that date because the next weekend is Valentine's Day, and normally we use the second Sunday of each month for our pay-per-views. But I didn't think about it until afterwards. The Super Bowl is on the 7th. So, still trying to figure out exactly when we're going to do this. More than likely, it'll be either Wednesday or Friday of next week. So that would be either the 3rd or the 7th. Or 3rd, why did I say the 7th? 3rd or the 5th. The 7th was the original date. But those are pretty much the only options, Wednesday or Friday. I've already got, we're going to have Mat Wars on Tuesday, MWF Matitude on Thursday. Paul's got Saturday Game School on Saturday. I'm going to see somebody streaming with nipple tassels and giving away video games. Paul's your man. Paul, of course, famous for competing in underground fight clubs and frequenting artisanal sandwich shops. Not to eat, but to mock the people who eat there. And then record his mockery for his TikTok channel. I'm just making this up as I go along. Still struggling to figure out if my camera is not centered or if it's just my spine out of alignment completely. Spider-Man and the Black Ranger going at it. I guess it doesn't matter if it's perfectly straight, considering I'm only in a small corner of the screen. That one very supportive fan in the crowd with the sign saying, "You can do this." I'm not sure who that's directed at, but I believe in all four of these gentlemen. Honestly, either of these teams would make a great #1 contender to the tag team titles. But again, they're going to have to win this match tonight and then get through Thor and Loki next week to have that shot. You know Thor and Loki have got to want that rematch with Goku and Chuck Norris. Double team combination there from the blue and black Power Rangers. It's going on 9:30 and somehow it feels like 12:30. So much later than it actually is. Thought Black Ranger was going for the cover, but no, but headlock instead. Captain America looked like he could have slid out. Going back to it now. Worked the first time. Oh, Captain America just got kicked right in the jaw by the Black Ranger. Going for the cover as Spider-Man still down on the outside. Not even a 2 count. Captain America with an impressive statement there, powering out after just one. And a counter allowing him to get the opportunity to make the tag. Will he take it? Fan in military attire. No, maybe not military attire, but fan holding up a sign saying "My Hero." I thought that was for Captain America. Maybe it is. Cap laying in the heavy shots on Black Ranger. Got him isolated in that corner. Don't let him crawl over and make a tag to his partner. Going for that spinning Falcon arrow there. But covered him right in front of Spider-Man. Spider-Man not breaking it up. I guess he's confident that Captain America would be able to kick out. Dragging Captain America over the corner. Now Black Ranger tagging out to the Blue Ranger. The stream coming at you live on the PS5, which I've used more to stream than to actually play. That's not because of a lack of quality games, that's just because life's been crazy. Hopefully it won't be quite as crazy in the coming weeks. And that's all I got to say about that. Oh, Captain America got lucky there. He didn't so much duck that forearm as he did just collapse. Went for the donkey punch, but Blue Ranger countered and a float over into a neck breaker. Almost said tilt-a-whirl. Blue Ranger, oh, he's getting crunk. I thought he was doing a crunk dance. Another neck breaker. Captain America's feet stuck up in the air. Oh no. Captain America's in trouble. Getting pounded here in the Power Rangers corner. Blue Ranger blocking the kick. Is he going for... I thought he might be going for that Falcon Arrow. Whatever he's trying for here, Captain America keeps fighting out of it. And a crucifix driver. Captain America finally able to... Will he make the tag? Looks a bit disoriented, just wandering around, not sure where to go. Spider-Man, the fresh man in their Russian leg sweep on the Blue Ranger. Don't celebrate yet, Spidey. You haven't done much. Spider-Man ducking out of the way in the corner, kick to the face of a Blue Ranger. Not sure what happened there. There's some miscommunication between Captain America and Spider-Man, or Spider-Man just tripped. Tripping and thwipping. Oh, took 2 tries, but Spider-Man lands a spinning heel kick on attempt number 2. Kick to the gut. Goes for a Hurricane Rana. Blue Ranger counters into a pancake maneuver. Blue Ranger setting up, going for that Blue Thunder bomb, and he hits it. Black Ranger. Oh no. Black Ranger went to stop Captain America. Captain America just nailed the referee. Sam McKenzie just, his arms strewn about the mat. I think that might have been it if the referee didn't get knocked out. Last time it was Spider-Man countering in the corner. This time Blue Ranger with the same maneuver. Missing on that elbow attempt though. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. These two teams fighting for an opportunity to compete in that #1 contenders match next week against former 2-time champions Thor and Loki. Spider-Man setting up the Blue Ranger on the top. Is he looking for the Spanish fly? And yes! Spider-Man nails it. No cover. What's he thinking? He just hit a huge high-impact maneuver. Doesn't go... Ah, okay. Just wants to put in a little bit more of a beating. Tagging in out, letting Captain America get himself a piece. Stomping right on that diamond. See the Matt Wrestling Network logo there on the screen as Captain America nails the drop kick. Spider-Man with a little sexy dance. Cap with the cover. Black Ranger, a little late getting in the ring, but fortunately for his team, didn't need to break it up. I could go for some tacos right now. Just saying. Blue Ranger fighting his way out of the armbar. Captain America now busted open. Cap bleeding from the forehead. I'd say lick it, man. Lick the wound. Try to get some of that super soldier serum into your own bloodstream. Might help. Also, it probably tastes like apple pie. Spider-Man admiring America's ass right now as Cap lays in to the Blue Ranger. Looking for a big power bomb. Air and drops him right on the mat. Snake McKenzie with a stern look on his face like he just smelled a dog fart. Another Blue Thunder bomb, but Cap saw it coming and reversed it. Foolish mistake, though, letting Blue Ranger make the tag. I just don't understand that. Awkward landing there by Captain America, and he makes the tag to Spider-Man. Captain America and the Blue Ranger both down on the outside. Spider-Man, Black Ranger going at it in the ring. Spider-Man attempted a Hurricane Rana, got countered again. Half crab attempt from the Black Ranger, but clearly in the ropes. Stomping away at the appendages of the arachnid. Cover on Spider-Man there, and 2 only. Crowd fired up. Wrestlers are fired up. I'm fired up. Snake McKenzie, our dullard referee, still as uncharismatic as ever. And there it is. You knew it had to come eventually. Much like Paul watching hentai, you knew it had to come eventually. The toss to the outside. Black Ranger going for the Falcon Arrow, countered by Cap. Big suplex and a kip up. That's right, Paul. Gotta keep you on your toes. Captain America with the spinning punch. If Blue Ranger doesn't get in there, this has to finish it. Spider-Man counter. Spider-Man stop Blue Ranger from interfering. Captain America and Spider-Man are going on to face Thor and Loki next week. The Blue and Black Power Rangers handed Captain America and Spider-Man their first ever tag team loss. So it's gotta feel good for Cap and Spidey to get this win here. Falcon arrows from the Black Ranger, Blue Thunder bombs from the Blue Ranger, still not enough to get the job done. Highlight of the match right here, Spider-Man with that Spanish fly. Captain America and Spider-Man were in a #1 contenders match before. It was a triple threat. They did not get pinned in that match, but they didn't win it either. Next week, going up against former 2-time champions Thor and Loki, the Odin Sons. It's going to be a Mary Marvel matchup one way or another. Either Cap and Spidey are going on to challenge Goku and Chuck Norris, or it's going to be Thor and Loki getting a rematch and a chance to become 3-time tag team champions. Coming up, we got our main event, Superhuman versus Goku. These guys have faced off numerous times. Superhuman 3-0 against Goku in singles and, well, if you count, he's pinned Goku 3 times, twice in singles matches, once in a tag team match. He's also got a victory over Goku and Chuck Norris, where he made Chuck Norris submit. And all right, Paul, thanks for joining. I will continue to make lewd comments about you. Hope you have a good night. But Superhuman 3-0 against Goku. There was also a triple threat match, which Goku won by beating Skeletor. But Goku, to this day, has never pinned or submitted Superhuman. Looking to do that tonight. The winner of this match goes on to face the MAGAzord next Tuesday night in the International Championship Tournament semifinals. Superhuman and Goku, the only 2 men on this roster to have held both the World Championship and the Tag Team Championship. Therefore, if either of them is able to go all the way in the tournament, become our first ever international champion, they will, by default, become the only man to ever hold all 3 male championships in the MWA. At the same time, Superhuman, the only person to hold 2 belts at once, world champ and tag team champion simultaneously. Goku's already the tag team champion, so if he can earn the international championship, he can replicate that feat in a way. Shout out to the Superhuman Stump hosting group. I've mentioned the stream a couple times in there, not with links or anything trying to promote it, but just talking about Superhuman's escapades, and I appreciate the fact that a couple people have shown interest. Hopefully those of you who ask about this created wrestler, who I did not create, I will again remind you, hopefully you're able to find and download him. Here comes our first ever world champion, Goku, now one half of the tag team champions alongside Chuck Norris. Last week, Superhuman picked up the big win over Superman with the Stone Cold Stunner. Superman was the guy that Goku beat in the World Championship Tournament Finals to become our first ever MWA World Champion. For Superhuman to beat Superman is one of the greater upsets I've ever seen. Had it not been for Superhuman already winning the World Championship, I might have said it was the biggest. Underway with the main event. Somehow it's gotten really fucking cold in here, even though it says it's 76 degrees inside the apartment. I am damn near shivering here. I'm really excited about this matchup, given the way things have turned out the previous several occasions. Superhuman 2-0 against Goku in singles matches, 3-0 against him overall. In terms of actually earning the pinfall. They've also competed in triple threat matches, 6-way matches when Superhuman defended the World Championship, where they were not both involved in the finish. And I'm not sure what he can attribute Superhuman's success to. He's appropriately low rated. There is almost a 20-point difference in the ratings between Superhuman and Goku. Goku's tied for the highest rated competitor here in the MWA in terms of character skill level and points and such. But somehow Goku has just never been able to put away Superhuman. If he's not able to do it tonight, I don't know if it'll ever happen. Goku came in and attacked Superhuman last week, following Superhuman's victory over Superman. Went for that Kamehameha wave, but Superhuman saw it coming and blocked it. I hope Paul and Brandy are enjoying their vigorous coitus session. When Paul says he's got to get ready for bed and he's AFK, that means he do be fucking. I might need to just stand up for the rest of the show. I got an ergonomic chair, but still my back is killing me. I did do all these back exercises at the gym today, so that could have contributed to it. Superhuman with the softest submission hold ever. Goku countering out. Going for, I thought maybe a Michinoku driver, but instead dropping Superhuman throat first across the ropes. Only a 1 count, says Stank McKenzie. Superhuman hits one move and plays to the crowd. Like, ah. I'm wondering what his next stunt's going to be. He posted something on Facebook earlier, like, which plastic baseball bat should I use in my next stunt? The blue one or the red one? Like, they're fucking hollow plastic bats. Fuck you. Going for that elbow. He's used that to beat Goku before, and Goku got out of the way, hit a knee right to the head. Oh, he already deleted that post. Vintage Superhuman. Just checking on the frames here on my phone since I've got that open. Get the stream open on there for the chat anyway. Superhuman whipping Goku into the corner, cover, and only one. Going up top again. Is he going to look for the elbow once again, or is he going to try the senton this time? What the what was he thinking? Goku was clearly already moving out of the way when Superhuman went for that elbow. Then again, I have seen him trying to work a match for an indie promotion where the guy moved off the table and Superhuman still dove onto it anyway because he didn't know what to do otherwise. Like, I gotta do the planned spot. So the top rope elbow hasn't worked out for him in this match. I'd say go for the stunner. Keep yourself grounded, son. He's not actually my son. That would be, ugh, no. I'm not old enough to be his dad. Or ugly enough. I'm pretty ugly, but not that ugly. Goku looking for the drive-by. This is the move he used to win the World Championship. He hit Superman with that back at Colossal Clash in August, and that was all she wrote. Is Superhuman gonna kick out? No! Goku finally exercising his demons, getting that victory over Superhuman, and advancing in the MWA International Championship Tournament. Goku has the opportunity to become the first man to hold all the men's championships, in the MWA. These two are the only guys with a shot. So Goku's going to have the first crack at it. Eliminating the underdog Superhuman from the tournament. Finally getting that win. So next week, it's going to be Chewbacca taking on Skeletor, Goku versus the MAGAzord, and the winners of those two matches clash head-to-head live in Tokyo, Japan at MWA International Incident. Next week, we're also going to have the world champion Joe Biden and his number one contender Thanos in tag team action against each other. Their partners will be named later. You can check out our social media outlets, which you can see the tags for at the bottom left of the screen. Going to be announcing their partners along with the rest of the card in the coming week. As Goku celebrates advancing in the tournament, congratulations to Goku. Congratulations to Captain America and Spider-Man. They've also advanced to a number one contenders match next week. So again, we're going to see Skeletor taking on Chewbacca in an international championship tournament semifinal matchup. We're going to see Goku taking on the MAGAzord in another semifinal. And Captain America and Spider-Man taking on Thor and Loki, the winner becoming the number one contender, moving on to International Incident to challenge for the MWA tag team titles. You know what? We're already kind of, well, not running late, but we're already closing on the end time. I meant that for the show, but it could be true for the world as well. And I've got everything announced for next week that's ready to announce so far. I'm going to be back on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, for MWF Magnitude Fire Pro Wrestling World. Myself, Red Jed, and possibly the honky hick with the donkey dick, Chris Coron. Not sure what his schedule is for this week, but hopefully he can join us as well. We'll be doing the live commentary on Fire Pro Wrestling for you coming up on Thursday night, and then I'll be back here with another edition of MWA Mat Wars next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you, Paul, for being a sexual deviant. I'll catch you guys later.